Hello, my wonderful class. I wanted to take a moment to just point out to you the rubric, how to access it, how to use that to your advantage, and also just a couple other little things about your narrative essays that will be due on Wednesday. Okay, so first and foremost, you're going to go into the weekly assignments folder. I have moved the narrative from week 3, because we're wrapping that up today, into week 4, because really it's technically due in week 4. I had just left it in week 3 so that you could access it to see the rubric if you wanted to do that. But so it's here. You come all the way down to the bottom and you will click that to open it. And right here you will see that this is where you will actually submit it. So the way you view the rubric is quite literally to press the button View Rubric, but this is how you're going to use the rubric as a tool for yourself. So you'll see that there are different areas, different criteria that I am looking for that I will be grading. So length, 3 to 5 pages, grammar, obviously following the fundamental rules of grammar, and certainly any of the common mistakes that I've covered, those I would probably grade you a little bit more harshly if you say use the wrong there, whereas some of the comma rules that we haven't covered yet, I have some leniency on that. Narrative focus, you need to tell, over here it says an interesting, true, and focused story about yourself focuses on one event, could be a minute, an hour, a day, or a weekend. In most cases, writing about an entire week or more is too broad and won't work. So keep that in mind. You do not want to write about an entire week or a month or a year. You want to make sure that you are telling a focused story about a focused time period. Thesis. Remember, you need to have a thesis for the narrative, and the thesis is basically the why. Why are you telling this story? What's the point of this particular story? Is it for humor? Is it because it's the most important lesson you've ever learned? Is it, I don't know, you tell me. So your thesis might be stated or implied, but it should still be clear. Details. So remember, you need to have at least 3 smiley face tricks in there, and then MLA format as well, which is, I went over that basic MLA format. So your header, your title, pagination, the font, all of that, double spacing. You need to make sure that that is all formatted quickly. And if you don't remember, go back into the folder to review MLA basics. Okay, I want to point this out right here. This is how you use the rubric specifically for your benefit, because you can see how these all have different point values. So the thing that I'm weighting the most heavily on this is the details, because that's a big part of what we spent time looking at for the narrative. So in the 3 smiley face tricks, so right there, that is worth 30% or 30 points on your essay. But if you only use 2 smiley face tricks, if you don't really have much descriptive detail in there, if you're just telling the story and it's very flat, you will automatically drop down to 15 points. So that's a 15-point loss just for not using the descriptive detail that I had discussed in the previous weeks. And if you really don't have any, then you're already down to 5. So this is really why you want to use the rubric. It shows you what areas I'm concentrating on, what things are valued highly, so that way you know exactly where to put your focus. So as you can see, like descriptive detail, that's 30%, MLA is only 10. So they're both important, but one is much more important than the other. Okay, and then the last thing, and I know that this was part of the lesson in the very first week, but I think it always bears repeating. So quickly, how you would do this for uploading your paper is you're going to come down here to browse your computer. Make sure that you are using one of these file formats only, because the others cannot be read through SafeAssign, and everything has to be run through SafeAssign when it's submitted through Blackboard. So make sure that yours is saved in one of these formats. And then what you're going to do, you're going to choose Browse Your Computer. You're going to find your assignment, whichever assignment that is. So I'm just going to choose a basic something. Here we go, a docx. I'm not actually going to submit it, so it doesn't matter. But so you would choose that. It will show up. The title will be right there. And then you just come down here and you choose submit. Once you do that, it will send you a message saying that you have successfully submitted it. All right, and that's it. I wanted to keep it to 5 minutes, and here I am. So have a great day. Bye.